Hello, Archibald Chesterfield III, the method actor who plays Paul Pluta. Today I'm doing paid reviews because I don't do shit for free. Don't do the shit for free. And I would like to remind you, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. Look in the description for 10 ways you can help good old Archie out. Whether it's organizing a phone call, $50 US, I'll talk to you for an hour. We'll discuss anything you want. I'll give a poke at it. Whether it's watch advice, whether it's fiancés, whether it's girlfriends, anything, I'll give it an attempt. I'll have a talk about anything. Okay, here we go. Hi Archie, this is from Andy. Please use my name as Andy in your YouTube video. I am in a dilemma and need your advice. I have sent you $20 US. I'm looking to buy one brand new Rolex from the list below that I can use as a dress watch, office and weekend watch, and can stand the test of time. When I am gone, the watch then can be passed on to my son as an heirloom. Please give your pros and cons for the watches listed below, and also provide the one you would pick if you were in my shoes and why. Number 1, Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust. Rolex Oyster Perpetual GMT Master 2, black dial. Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust 2, reference 116300, black dial. And Rolex Oyster Perpetual Submariner Date, reference 116610, black dial. Okie dokie, really look forward to your info. Best regards, Andy. Andy. I gotta ask you this question. Why does it need to be new?
We specialize in the repair of Rolex and Patek Philippe watches. We've been doing the same thing for more than 25 years. We have Rolex technicians certified by Rolex who actually used to work for the company for many years, like if we're doing the work on the factory. We completely disassemble the watch and we put it to work like brand new condition. When you get a pre-owned watch, it's like if you're getting a brand new unit. The only difference is the money.
Why does it need to be new? Tell me that. Why does it need to be new? Why does it need to be new? Can't it be second-hand? I mean, if you're going to buy new, Rolex Steel Sports is not a bad way to go, but look, Andy, I got to tell you the truth. Any of those watches is fine, okay? No problems whatsoever. They are all superb pieces. Rolex, waterproof, steel, sports watch. Hey, not a bad way to go. Which one would I go for? Out of that list there, I tell you what, if you're going to be buying new, I'd go for the Submariner Date. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Well, one pure thing. It's probably going to, the Submariner is going to hold the value the best out of those. Unless you go for the Batman, that's the blue and black bezel. You didn't. That's a really cool way to go. They pretty good. The Datejust 2, Datejust tend to, ooh, they drop a bit. Submariner Date, bulletproof, absolutely bulletproof. I mean, you can't get better than a Rolex Sub. Always wanted, always in demand, always amazing. If you're going to buy new, that's what I'd buy. If, however, you're buying second-hand, and I recommend Kenny Nguyen, I'd get a couple-year-old, current model, but someone's taken a bit of a hit, little bit of a discount. I reckon out of those three, I reckon the Datejust 2 is a little bit big. Okay, they were a little bit big to start with. GMT Master 2, very, I reckon that's not a bad way to go. If I was buying second hand, I'd probably go, look, for value, you can't go past the Datejust, but I'd probably go GMT Master 2. Why? Well, simple reason. It's a really cool watch. I mean, it's 2 time zones. It's really cool. The GMT is really cool. Really cool. However, let's just, Andrew, let's just clarify this here. As far as I can tell here, Andy, all of those three watches, what is the best? Okay, let's just go through your list. What's the best dress watch? Out of those three, Datejust 2. What's the best office watch? Datejust 2. What's the best weekend watch? Submariner. What's the best watch if you're buying it new and you're not getting much of a discount? Submariner. What's the best watch if you're buying it used? You'd probably get a Datejust 2 or the GMT. But to be honest with you, the pros and cons, all of those pieces there, Rolex Steel Sports Watches, they are cool. Very cool watches indeed. I gotta be honest with you, Andy, there really isn't much. There's a bee's dick between them all. They're all very good. Rolex is a great brand because Rolex is it's like Mercedes-Benz. Yes, there's better Bentley and Ferrari and Maserati, but it's one of these brands that's always wanted. Rolex Steel Sports, they're all Rolex Steel. Oh, I suppose the Datejust 2 is sort of sports dressy. They're all a good choice. Pros and cons, man, they are so similar. There's not much. I don't think you could go wrong, honestly, with any of those pieces. I think all of them are absolutely fine. And a Rolex, someone gets a Rolex from your father. Wowzers, that's a great thing. I don't see any problem with that. That's a very cool thing indeed. That's very cool. Very, very cool. So, I mean, in all honesty, that question, what's the pro? There's not huge pros and cons on all of these things here. I mean, Datejust, GMT Master 2 and a sub date. They're very, very, there's no big decision there. That's like saying, do I get the blue BMW or do I get the black Mercedes? Pretty safe buying, aren't they? They're not nasty buying. Pros and cons, Jesus Christ, I mean, Steel Sports Rolex. I mean, if you throw some shitters in there, if you say, oh, I want to buy a Nomos or I want to buy a Breitling, I'd say, well, the Breitling doesn't hold its value as well, yada, yada, yada. But Rolex Steel Sports, man, Steel Rolex Oyster Perpetuals, man, how can you go wrong with that? They are all an absolute mozza of a choice, top choice. I mean, there is no dilemma. I am in a dilemma and need your advice. There is no dilemma. You're buying Rolex. The only thing I'd say to you is, why do you need to buy new? I mean, does it really need to be new? I don't get it. I don't understand why people want to buy new things to hand it down. Does it really matter? It doesn't really matter to me. So, there you go. Archibald Chesterfield III, the greatest YouTube superstar of all time. The only super channel on YouTube is the Archie Luxury channel. The Archie Luxury channel, the greatest super channel on YouTube. Archie Luxury, the greatest YouTube entertainer covering the luxury goods genre, watches, luxury goods, and other auxiliary displays of wealth. The Archie Luxury channel, the greatest YouTube channel ever to exist. The greatest YouTube channel of all time. The Archie Luxury channel. Nothing could be grander than the Archie Luxury channel, fuckers. So, what do I think there? What do I think if someone said to me, GMT Master 2, Datejust 2, or Submariner Date, what would I pick? Personally, I take a Batman because I love the blue on the GMT. But if someone said, pick one, Archie, I love you so much, you're a great performer, have one, what would I pick? I take the Submariner. Why? Because I think a steel sub is so cool. I got the gold sub, but that's a bit hard to wear everywhere. So, because it's, you know, precious metal. But steel sub, that's my opinion. Pros and cons on these here. There ain't no fucking dogs. There ain't no dogs. This is like saying, should I go to Harvard or do I go to Princeton to do a university degree? I got a scholarship to both. Dilemma, dilemma, dilemma. How could you fucking go wrong? And that's the same thing. They're all really, really cool Rolexes. Don't buy new. New is for morons. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you fuckers think of that.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece, we adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.